This hotter weather is actually making me wonder if we're gonna have all those forest fires like we did last year. There's like so much smog and everything like that. Speaking of things like hot weathers and fires, how about this one? An out-of-control drone crashed and sparked a brush fire that burned more than 2 acres before Oregon firefighters were able to get it under control. Investigators say the drone pilot was distracted by an off-leash dog. So as you can see in the video, the drone kind of did a spiral, crash landed into the field, and all of a sudden it just catches on fire. Like, hey, what happened there? Was it the batteries or something like that? Or was it the propellers getting stuck on something and I guess generating like the heat? But he basically says he was distracted by the dog, so I'm assuming he turned around and then because of that he took his hand off the control and that's why it crashed, but that wouldn't explain why it blew up, right? This was a custom-made drone too, from what I read, and it's kind of interesting how the person was saying afterwards he's now thinking of carrying things like a fire extinguisher with him. But do you ever think of carrying stuff like that? I can't imagine what you can carry that's actually portable. And then when I talked about that YouTube news stuff yesterday, this was kind of an eye raiser, this one. It says, YouTube terminates accounts promoting Twitch streams. It's an enforcing a policy on the books, but without any warnings. So from what I'm reading here, it seems like some people are using their YouTube accounts, just posting, for example, quick videos saying, hey, come watch my Twitch stream. For those who don't know, Twitch is usually more famous for people doing live streams, like gamers and stuff like that, but a lot more people are using it nowadays, and I guess you could say it's kind of competition for things like the YouTube Live. So apparently some really big channels have been just, I guess, promoting their Twitch streams on the YouTube platform, and because of that, their channels have been getting strikes. And for those who don't know, if you get things like 3 strikes, for example, like on your YouTube account, you could be just terminated, like just like that. Like here on the Linus Tech Tips, it says YouTube continues to clamp down, just got a strike for posting a video letting our subscribers know the WAN show is live. There's even sarcastic remarks like here it says, yes, this action makes me so motivated to stop streaming on Twitch and switch to YouTube right now. And then there's another example of this guy named, what is it, Cerny or something like that? It says he basically made, again, just a few second video saying, hey, I'm live now, come visit me. And it says here, my account was terminated without warning for a single video strike. I do not believe this is rightful. I do accept taking a single strike for a stream announcement video, but terminating the entire channel instantly is not rightful. Apparently this guideline or policy, it's about the spam and deception practices. I guess it's like for those people, for example, you might have seen it when you're looking for something for a movie or whatever like that. These guys go, oh, click here now to go to this site, like that kind of thing. Basically they're trying to like just spam the platform, so that's what they're assuming. Anything that you're doing here to lead people off the platform, they basically have a right to terminate, but it's not the same thing in this case. And from what I read, their accounts have been reinstated after, but it makes you wonder, was this basically a target to tell people, hey, stop promoting our competitors, or was it just a case of like a robot, for example, being dumb and just flagging everything? That's always a scary thing when it comes to things like this, when someone has, I guess, too much power, too much control, like in a certain industry, just like that, they can flip in the switch, who cares? Like obviously these guys are a lot bigger, so they can make like a bigger deal about it, but just imagine all the, I guess, the smaller guys that are getting hit like that every single time and they can't really do anything about it because who's going to spend all that time and resources to like fight a gigantic corporation, if that's what you want to call it. I do hope they improve though. I mean, it's kind of sad if you have such a good platform that started, in my opinion, basically giving these smaller guys the voice over the bigger traditional forms of media. I mean, it's kind of sad to see that kind of disappear. Do you guys ever worry about your favorite creators that you watch all the time that could disappear just like that because of silly things like this? Alright, see you guys later.